What's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna be covering the pros and the cons of working at a golf course. Everyone thinks working at a golf course is a dream job. No boss, free golf, outside all day, in an environment that you prefer. I've worked on 4 different golf courses in the last year, one of them being a PGA Tour course. I'm gonna give you the real pros and cons. The last one is actually the one that made me quit. So wait until the end to hear that story. Without further ado, let's get started with the good, because there is a lot of it at the golf course. Pro number 1, we have the early morning sunrises. Arguably one of the most beautiful parts of the job. You're up before everyone. You get to see the start of the day and then usually the end of the day if you're up that late. For me, that was a big advantage. Seeing the sunrise every morning, so beautiful. Just watching the start of the day unfold. Pro number 2, you are outside, not sitting at a desk. You're not drained from being in one spot all day. One with the nature, you're mowing grass, you're cutting grass, you're moving around. So I would say that's a pro for me because I really like being outside and I like being active. If you're that kind of person and you don't like sitting at a desk, working a 9 to 5, making phone calls all day, that is a huge pro. Pro number 3, the golf perks. Free golf is actually next level. To be able to go work all day and then get off your shift and just go tell the pro shop, hey, I'm gonna go play a quick 9, that's super fun. That's one thing that I do miss a lot because golf is really expensive here in Arizona. To be able to go play at TPC Scottsdale for free whenever I want was an awesome perk. I do miss that one. Pro number 4, you learn the game from the inside. You see what goes into maintaining greens, how cups are cut, how much time goes into bunkers. You really just get an insider look at the course. I remember my old superintendent would always talk about how playing golf for him was technically work because he got to see the course from a golfer's perspective. So that just goes to show it really is a different perspective, being a golfer versus actually doing the work and seeing what goes into it. I would call that a pro. Now, before I get into the cons, there are some big ones. Real quick, if you've ever wondered what we're doing out there at 4 a.m. while you're asleep, that's what this whole channel is, Behind the Greens. So stick around, drop a sub if you haven't already, drop a like, and comment what you want me to go over in the next video. Now it's time for the cons, the stuff that no one talks about. Con number 1 is the hours. You are gonna be spending a lot of time at the golf course. Day in, day out, you're at the golf course, you're working, you go in early, you're there all day, and you don't really have much time in the evening. So it is tough. If you enjoy being in that environment, then you'll love it. Con number 2, the weather doesn't care. The weather varies every day. Depending on which state you're in, it's different. I remember in Hawaii, it was literally raining every day, even if it was just a little mist. I think it rained every single day. But then you come over to Arizona and it doesn't rain, but it's literally 110 degrees. It's cool being outside rather than in an office, but the weather can absolutely blow. Con number 3, the pay versus the work. This is the biggest con. Golf course maintenance is hard work. You're breaking your back, you're sweating, you're walking a lot of miles, and the pay does not really reflect that. Start out pay is anywhere from $16 to $20 an hour. That might have changed in the years to come if you're watching this video in the future, but it's 2026 and minimum wage is, I think, 16 an hour, maybe 15. But you're essentially making minimum wage working at a golf course, unless you level up. So that's a fun one. Now for the last con, the one that actually made me walk away from the golf course. Con number 4, golfers do not respect the crew. You'll be on the greens, you'll be mowing greens, you'll be in the bunkers, you'll be raking bunkers, doing the things to make the course look nice for them. They are not gonna care. They want to play golf. They don't want you to be in their way, and they'll let you know that. So you can't expect a bunch of respect from the golfers. You'll get a few hat nods and waves, but other than that, they're just like, they're like giving you a dirty look. So to answer your question, is working at a golf course worth it? For me, yes and no. It's the best and worst job I've ever worked, if that makes any sense. It's built this channel from the ground up. It really just depends. What do you want your career to be? You need to ask yourself that before going into this. Or you just work it for a summer and you have fun with it. There's also that too. I suggest working at this job for a summer or 2, gaining experience, seeing what goes on behind the scenes. There are people that want to become superintendents and want to rank up in the industry, and I completely respect you guys too. So either or, it's really just a personal preference. Do you like working outside? Are you willing to put in really hard work with not the best pay, but also get to experience what goes on behind the scenes at a golf course? Are you willing to wake up really early? That's the questions you got to ask yourself before going into this job. Honestly, for a summer or two, yes, I would say working at a golf course is worth it. But yeah, golf course maintenance is the reason this channel exists. And if you guys are new, drop a sub. But that's the end of today's video. Pros and cons of working at a golf course. If you have any more questions, drop them in the comments. I'll be sure to answer those. But we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.